All right, hi guys. We've come here today to tell you a little bit about weights. I'm here with the white black rhino, okay, and me. I'm the only one with the mic, so if you can't hear her if she talks, can you? There you go. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to basically tell you a little bit about how to lift weights. First thing you need to know is why you're going to do them in the first place. There's a lot of misconceptions about weights. Loading a bar and then moving that bar requires one hell of a lot of energy. It's incredibly difficult to do. Anything that uses a lot of energy requires a lot of calories. Where do those calories come from? Your body. So anything that exhausts your body, and there's nothing that exhausts you like weights, is going to be good for making you ripped, and weights are good for making you ripped. Second point with weights is that cardio smashes you up when you're doing it. Weights smashes you up when you're doing it, but also it smashes your body up the days after as well. You wake up, you're incredibly sore if you do them correctly. Your muscles and joints are incredibly sore. So it requires all that calorie to repair, all the calories and energy to repair that muscle tissue as well. That's all going to come from your body as well. Now, when you lift weights, you have to have good form. Why? First of all, good form means you're going to limit your injuries. Okay, now in cardio, when you're doing bodyweight exercise, that's one thing. But when you're putting hundreds of pounds through your spine and your joints, form becomes even more important. Okay, so it limits injuries. Second of all, good form is the largest possible range of motion for that movement. That means if you've got limited form, a shallow squat, and you compare that to a deep squat, okay, one's going to burn X, one's going to burn Y. Y is a lot bigger than X, okay? Do that 10 reps, one set, you burn a lot more. Do that 10 reps, but many, many sets over the course of a workout, and it's pounds of body fat. Over the course of weeks, pounds and pounds of body fat, much more strength that you chuck down the drain if you don't get these moves correct, okay? So why lift weights we've gone through, why technique we've gone through. The last thing we'll talk about in this video is the general adaptation syndrome, okay? General adaptation syndrome exists with weights and cardio and learning of anything. And that is that the body has a persistent desire and tendency to adapt to the stresses that you place on it. So I'll give you an example with weights. If you lift this bar and it's the first time you do it, it's 50 kilos and it's incredibly heavy for you and you smash your way through it, then your body is thrown into such chaos and disarray. It's so not used to it that it causes a huge physical change inside your body. Big calorie response, there's chaos, stress, the muscle tissue gets broken down. But what happens as you keep lifting the same weight? Your body adapts, and when it adapts, it doesn't create that chaotic environment. So the body finds an efficient way to get it done. So what happens? Nothing, it stops working. You have to overcome the body's desire to adapt if you want the weights to keep working. Same with cardio. Get on the treadmill for the first time, do a run, it kills you. But when you adapt, the same run has less effect. So you have to make it harder and harder. So with weights, how do you overcome general adaptation syndrome? 3 ways. You can increase the weight, that's a good one, okay? You can cut down your rest periods, that'll make it more intense, shocks your body, that's good as well. And the one we're dealing with in this video is technique, okay? If you have better and better form, deeper range of motion, more balance, more power, more control, putting the weight through the right parts of the body, the muscle, not the joints, that will also help you to overcome general adaptation.